I've made a few videos about prostate massage and how to perform it. I have given lengthy explanations on the process, but still some people cannot see it. So I am going to demonstrate with my model here how to perform a prostate massage. Whether you are pursuing a prostate massage or prostate treatment for fun, for curiosity, for health reasons, I do not judge. I just want you to know that there is a way to perform it safely, and I am going to give you the elements of a prostate massage. Prostate massage has garnered a lot of curiosity. There are a lot of men who just like the stimulation in their bottom. The anus is filled with nerve endings that make stimulation very pleasurable. And for many men, they have those also terminals surrounding the prostate structure. They're very, very sensitive, and these men respond very positively to any kind of stimulation. Men report that they not only feel more intense orgasms, sometimes when they are suffering from any pelvic pain disorder such as prostatitis or the effects of benign prostate hyperplasia, which is the enlargement of the prostate, they feel a relief in urination difficulties or ejaculation difficulties. So I have made a lot of videos on science and research about this. This is not that kind of video. I just want you to know that if you are curious, this is a way to perform this massage safely. You probably cannot do this onto yourself, at least with not a lot of ease. You may want to commission a partner who is open-minded and who would want to help you out. So here is my guide on how to make a prostate massage. I'm going to be going directly to the point, pun intended. So here are the things that you need for a successful prostate massage experience. The first thing that I have in here that you should have is gloves. Why do we need gloves? Well, because we want to avoid any cuts from nails going into that delicate tissue of the anus and the rectum. So you always want to keep gloves, also to keep your hands clean from any fecal matter. The next thing, very, very important that you need is lube. Abundance of it, lots of it. There are lubes that are designed for anal play and anal stimulation. Stick to those. They're going to have higher viscosity. It's going to be better for the anus. The anal canal doesn't produce lubrication like the vagina does, for instance. So you need external lube in order to be able to do that. You need external lube in order to even be able to penetrate with a finger. So very important that you do that. You can also use coconut oil, which is one of my favorites, and it is safe to use with gloves. The next thing you want is towels and wipes. You want to have a very clean area to begin with, and you want to remain very, very sanitary throughout. If the person is comfortable doing this, many people enjoy an enema before just to make sure that everything is very clean inside and that there's not going to be any competition or a lot of fecal matter when they do this treatment. Now, just be advised that fecal matter is going to be probably part of the deal, and you cannot necessarily avoid it 100%, but if you want a cleaner canal, then consider either doing an enema before or performing a prostate massage after a bowel movement. Okay, now introducing my model. So this is my model over here. So it has, and I'm trying not to show a lot because then I can get censored on YouTube, but this is just a torso that I use for educational purposes, and I'm going to be demonstrating the prostate massage with this torso. Okay, so I am putting my gloves on, or my glove, because this is only for educational purposes. So glove is on, and I am going to be using the lube, lots of it. So don't be shy. You need a lot of it. It's going to make for a better experience for everybody. Now, how do you locate the prostate? Well, the prostate is going to be, for everybody, it's a little different, but it's going to be probably 2 to 3 inches inside. And you cannot access the prostate directly. You access it through the rectal wall. But you're going to feel a walnut size area that is going to be semi-hard. It's not necessarily very, very hard, but it's semi-hard. And basically what you do is you go in and it's going to be towards the front. If the person is laying on their back, it's going to be towards the front and up. So that's what you do with your finger, front and up. So you make sure that the person is very, very relaxed. Make sure that you have their consent. Make sure that they're comfortable, in a comfortable position. You may do this with the bottom down, or you may do this on the side with the person on the side, or you may start with the person on the bottom or on their stomach. Obviously, if you start on this position, the finger goes in and then you have to go down because that's where the prostate is going to be. So 2 to 3 inches in and it's going to go down. I am sorry that I am not showing you everything, but I just don't want to be censored. So inside and down, if the person has their belly on the table or the bed, and up if the person has their back on the table or the bed. When the person first gets their prostate stimulated, they may feel like they have to urinate, and that is very normal. They're not going to urinate, but they may have that sensation. Eventually, with practice, they learn that this sensation is different than the sensation of actual urination. They may also feel like they have to poop, and that is totally normal. If they don't have to, then there's no risk to actually of them pooping anything out. But if they feel too uncomfortable, it is very important that you pause and that they go and probably have a bowel movement and just discard that sensation as something that is real poop actually coming out. But usually it's just a sensation. Just make sure when you're going in, there's going to be probably some resistance. Do not force yourself into anybody's bottom. Go slowly, okay? So this is the bottom. You want to make sure that the person is getting used to that sensation. You want to make sure that this is not painful, that this is not too uncomfortable. It may be, as I said before, because they may feel like they have to poop, or they may feel like they have to urinate. You have to keep communicating with them and ask them how are they feeling throughout. If they want you to stop, stop. If they're not ready for that finger to go completely in, do not push it in. Once you have located the prostate, then you go inside and continue to stimulate it. Actually, I feel something in here that almost feels like a prostate. How do you stimulate it? Well, you go in and you go from the sides towards the middle. So from the sides towards the middle. And you also want to use this kind of movement. Okay, so you go in and you work it around, and you also work it kind of like a come here command kind of deal. Make sure that you're not putting a lot of pressure on the prostate. That's not the goal. The goal is that the person feels either relief or pleasure, and not that you are vigorously trying to squeeze the prostate. That's definitely not the goal here. And you may damage the prostate if you do that. Now, the person can decide what to do with this. They may be getting used to it in the beginning. So they may be thinking, okay, I have never done this before. What is that sensation? This is just all new to me. And this is a very vulnerable a moment. So again, don't rush it. Continue to communicate with them and be attentive to what they have to say. If the person is enjoying it and getting a lot of pleasure out of it, then that's even better. If you're doing this for sexy reasons, I do not judge. I do not care why you do a prostate massage, as long as it's not hurting anybody. You may be performing oral sex onto the person if this is part of your sexual play. You may be performing some hand job on the person if you're doing this, or the person may be doing a hand job on themselves or masturbating. And that is perfectly okay. It may elicit a very strong and powerful ejaculation and orgasm. It may be very, very euphoric for the person to feel this sensation. And this is why a lot of people do it for pleasure. So if this happens, if you're engaged in play and this person gets super aroused from what you're doing, celebrate it, enjoy it, be part of it. But even for maybe health reasons, maybe to get some relief from the symptoms that I expressed before, ejaculation or urination, or even pain and discomfort, it is beneficial that they actually ejaculate if they can. For many people, the journey is the destination and they don't need to do anything further. But for other people, it is a very pleasurable experience when they actually get to ejaculate during a prostate massage. And after everything is done, you go to the cleanup stage. You just take out your glove, dispose of it, clean up, make sure that you sanitize everything. Again, your hands, please do not put any hand sanitizer on private parts. I've seen it done, and this is not a good idea. The person may go on to wipe themselves, maybe wash if that's what they need to do, but wiping is absolutely acceptable as a means to keep yourself clean, and you don't need to do anything further. If this is a practice that you enjoy or you're curious about, now you know how it's done. If you want to participate or partake in this practice, or if you are a prostate massage expert, leave us your comments below so we can all learn. This is Dr. Tianji, the sex doctor, as always, wishing you safe, pleasurable, and abundant sex. See you next time.